Paul Pelosi, the husband of former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, testified in court Monday in the trial against the man accused of attacking him with a hammer at his home last year. Elise Preston has been following the trial in San Francisco. Elise, what did we learn from Mr. Pelosi's testimony?
Well, John, it was the first time that he had come face to face with his attacker since that night, October 28th, 2022. And we do know that he described what happened. He said that he went to bed around 11:30 or so that night and then was awakened in the middle of the night by what he described as a very large man who is carrying a hammer in one hand and ties in the other. Now, Mr. Pelosi said that several times DePape asked him, "Where's Nancy? Where's Nancy?" To which he said he was in Washington, D.C. and that she was in Washington, D.C. and she wasn't home. Now, for the most part, he said that they were having conversations. He said that DePape said that Nancy Pelosi was the leader of the pack and that he wanted to take her out. And so he did at one point tell Mr. Pelosi that he was going to tie him up and wait for her. At one point, Mr. Pelosi said that he was able to go to his bathroom and call 911, but he said that he didn't feel comfortable to really explain what was going on because DePape was there the whole time and yelling at him to get off the phone. He then described the attack. He said that he recognized he was in danger and that he was definitely fearful that night, John.
And Elise, remind us, what exactly is DePape charged with and what comes next in the case?
So he is charged with attempted kidnapping of a federal official and then an assault on a family member of a federal official. Now, there is one more witness from the prosecution side. The defense then has an opportunity to put their witnesses on the stand. They have possibly 4 witnesses. Now, keep in mind, John, what is so interesting about this is we've seen this video that CBS News has obtained, and DePape has not denied what happened. He has not denied that attack, but his defense is saying that he was not intentionally, while he did tell officers after his arrest that he was there to stop Nancy Pelosi from doing her job. His defense is arguing on a technicality that he was not signaling, that he was not targeting her out because she was a federal official. And also keep in mind, John, this is just the federal trial. State charges are also up.
Elise Preston, thank you.